right, good morning. Welcome to the Gibson County Board meeting here at the fair. It's one of our favorite times to get out of Red Wing, come out and spend time out here amongst our constituents and get to recognize some amazing people around our county that have done some pretty amazing things supporting agriculture and our county as a whole. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to start off today's meeting with Darla Reeds, representing the County Fair Board, and she's going to speak to a few things. You're on.
I'm on.
You're on. Go for it.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see everybody here. I'm Darla Dietz. I'm one of the Fair Board members. I was asked to speak. Bob Conjure is our president, and he sends his regrets that he couldn't come and speak with you because he said, tell him I have a full-time job, and I said, they know that, and that he's busy with that, but he will be here at noon if anyone wants to see him. So I am the treasurer. I just want to say hello to everyone, and go ahead and go around and see our new buildings and how the improvements that we're doing. We really are excited about all the things that we're doing here at the fairgrounds. Lots of new things are happening, and people are feeling sad that there's no carnival, but the attendance is up. And there's so much entertainment going on right now. So we want you to stick around, we'll look around, maybe check out some of the food vendors. We've got great vendors here. We just have a great fair, great weather so far. So thank you for all being here. Thanks for coming here and being a part of our fair. Thanks for supporting us all the time and everything else. If you have any questions, you let me know the Fair Board. We have several Fair Board members here. So don't be afraid. They've got blue shirts on. Yeah, I have a different blue shirt, but that's okay today. So welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Go ahead.
Just getting to know all of the board members and all the times I've been out here, and it's unbelievable the amount of volunteer hours that are put together by this fair board, and all these volunteers and the kids, and so I just appreciate it so much. And all the time I was with Dusty last night over at the autocross till after 11, and I'll be there again Saturday. So, but thank you for all the fair board members and everything you guys do. Thanks.
Just to kind of piggyback on that, when you see these people around with these blue shirts and the county fair insignia, and those that don't wear it, just make sure you thank them for the work they do. It is true. They put in countless hours. I've been by here a lot this summer, and almost every evening it seems like there's somebody here working. So I really appreciate that. The grounds look beautiful. The new buildings are fantastic. The donations that have afforded them to do that. The community obviously supports this fair strongly, and it is really nice to see. Quite frankly, I don't know if there's a county fair in the state that has facilities like we have for the livestock around here in Florida. So we appreciate that. And let's give them a round of applause. All right, we'll get into the real meat of this deal. Are there any disclosures of interest for anything on the agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the previous board meeting minutes as presented?
So moved, Flanders. Second, Betcher.
Been moved and seconded, we approve the previous board meeting minutes from July 15th. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Second item is to review the agenda, and I've been asked to switch the 4-H from where they're at to after soil and water. They got some kids that are coming, and they're probably busy right now and won't be here for a little bit. So we're going to switch that. Is there any other changes to the agenda?
There are no changes.
Motion to approve with the agenda adjustment.
Motion to approve the agenda adjustment, Betcher.
Second.
Been moved and second, we approve the amended agenda. Any further discussion? Being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Consent agenda. And we have 9 items on there. And I'll just read them because we don't have them up on the screen like we normally do. Approve the 2026 treatment court agreement. Approving the application for exempt permit for the American Legion Bingo at the Goodhue County Fair, which has been going on for a couple days. Approve Sustainable Farming Association of Minnesota temporary on-sale liquor license that'll happen at Ferndale Market in Cannon Falls. Approve a tuition reimbursement for the IT department. Approve the sale of a vehicle of the sheriff's office at Health Auction Service. Approve the sale of public works items for public surplus auction. Approve award for Wanamingo landfill closure contract. Approve the final contract payment for 2025 traffic marking. And approve Region 1 Southeast Minnesota Joint Powers Agreement, and that is in regard to EMS, Emergency Management Services. A motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved, Crescent.
Second.
It's been moved and second, we approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. We're gonna move then to Public Works, and Jess Greenwood will give us an update on a bridge replacement on County Road 7.
Do you want me to do that one first, or do you want to talk about the traffic signal on that street?
You can choose which one you want to talk about.
Well,
They're
let's
both
start-
equally fun.
Yeah, right. We'll start with the traffic signal at Bent Street. So, on Thursday, July 17th, the southbound traffic signal at the intersection with Bent Street, which is our County Road 1 and Tyler Road South in the city of Windley, was struck by a truck that had unfortunately left its box up in the air. Rotated our signal about 45 degrees, making it inoperable on that southbound leg. Staff was called in and responded. We put up appropriate traffic control to maintain everything at the intersection until repairs can be made. So we've been looking into what it's going to take to repair the signal. We've received one quote so far, and it exceeds $100,000, meeting the threshold for 24 in action. So we're still working on insurance pieces of this. We work on that for a while, it's my guess. And if there's a possibility of repair versus replacement, we'll look at that. But given what happened, I'm highly unsure how much that's going to cost replacement versus repair. So with that, if there's any questions from the board at this time.
You're talking about the insurance for the,
Property damage that the truck did, right? They're going against their carrier.
Yep.
Now, there could be, their carrier doesn't carry enough limits, and that's kind of why we still have to go through the bid process, or can we just let them handle it?
Given the dollar value here, it would start to exceed $175,000. We're going to go out for bids. But presently, we're under that threshold, right? So, looking at what's in this.
So, go ahead.
Well, I just wondered what your experience is with insurance covering the cost of damage like this.
To date, in 20 years of county engineering, I have not had to deal with a traffic accident that affected the signal system. Usually it's something run off road accidents that are hitting signs, guardrail, things like that. Those are relatively low dollar replacement costs. We haven't had any issues with insurance. The bigger thing is whether or not the person stopped and reported the accidents, whether or not we get insurance information. Where we have been able to make those claims.
There was a police report filed, correctly?
Yes. Yep, the driver stopped, called in the accident.
So they did the right thing.
Yes.
They did the right.
Yep.
You know, my question is, if we approve this for say 120,000 and then it comes back and it ends up being 135, 140,000, you're gonna have to come back to this.
I would assume that as we progress through this, once we have more information, we'll continue to make aware of what's going on. So it's more similarly to the 5-year construction program, kind of looking at, or just improving the project itself, knowing that production is likely going to exceed 6 figures. There's going to be more cost because there's replacements, removals, there's going to be electrical work that needs to be done, and that additional contractors.
So there's not an option of not replacing it.
No,
So the option is fix it, and whatever the cost is, the cost is.
the lead
And then we're
time,
gonna work towards the insurance side.
lead time for replacement is 18 years. Not gonna happen. So we'd certainly like to be able to act on this sooner rather than later.
I agree, we can't leave it, but can we find out what the limits of his insurance coverage is?
Yeah, we're communicating with the insurance.
That's kind of immaterial to a certain degree because we're gonna fix it.
No, we have to
It doesn't
fix
matter
it,
what they
obviously.
cost, and most likely, and I know someone who ran into the center media and stuff, they didn't even know their insurance company ended up paying it, went right from MnDOT right to their insurance company. They got notified later that it was gonna be paid. So, I think it's gonna be
Right.
it's gonna be a done deal, it's just, let's get this started, so. As long as you don't need us to agree on a higher amount than the 120, that's kind of what we're approving, that's
Yep.
my understanding.
Yep. And as we get more information, I'll continue to bring stuff.
What's the board's wishes?
Second.
The move and second, we approve the replacement of the damaged signal on CASA 1. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, Congress 7, on Congress 7.
All right. So this bridge, 25530, is a structure that the board may remember. It's between Besa and Welch. It's a timber structure. We stopped there on a road tour and took a look at some needed repairs. A couple years ago, repairs were made, and after that, made the decision that we should move forward with replacement due to a load posting that was on the bridge. So we've done that. We bid the project. The board has awarded that contract, and we start construction in a couple of weeks. This item, though, does not cover that. We're here to talk about an agreement with the state of Minnesota for grant dollars that we received just under $360,000. So what we're asking for today is the board to approve the agreement with MnDOT to receive those dollars. And I also just wanted to let the board know, congratulate you on receiving that grant. It helps us be able to do more work, get this bridge in place, more than just pretty.
Question?
Move approval of agreement.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded, we approve the agreement with MnDOT on CASA 7 Bridge. And I think the agreement's like 10 or 11 pages long.
That's a short one.
Nothing with the state is short. Evidently, there's longer ones, but any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Soil Water Conservation Farmer of the Year Award. Turn that over to our Soil and Water Board. Looks like Ed Mack is headed here.
I was told to put this right up on my face, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Act like a singer.
Morning, my name is Ed Backner. I'm one of the 5 elected supervisors of the Gooding Soil and Water Conservation District. This year, we would like to present our Gooding Soil and Water Conservation District Conservation Farm of the Year Award. This award is given to the landowner who demonstrates sound conservation practices on their farm and have proven to be good stewards of the land. This year's award winner is Bruce and Leanne Waltham. The Walls run a 320-acre beef operation called Cannon Valley Ranch, located in the Bell Creek Watershed District, which they purchased in 2001. They immediately began participating in local conservation programs focusing on converting most of their row crop acres into a managed rotational grazing system. The grazing system provides forages for 130 cow, calf, beef herd, and 60 steers that move through fence, paddocks, pasture grasses. This approach is great for animal health, improves water infiltration, increases soil organic matter, and rejuvenates the soil structure. In 2024, Bruce and Leanne started to host events on their farm known as the Taste of the Ranch. These events aim to help people connect to the source of their food, to understand where it comes from, how it's raised, the environmental impact, and the overall effect it takes to get food onto their plates. The Walls have also graciously allowed the Gooding Soil and Water Conservation District to host their annual 6th grade conservation field day over the last 25 years. Local students learn the basics about a farming operation, get up close and personal with the animals, as well as a variety of conservation related topics presented by our local and state natural resource professionals. Bruce and Leanne want to make sure that their beef production business model maintains profitability while operating in a sustainable manner with soil conservation at its core. Bruce said it took around 3 to 5 years to see the true benefits of increased soil organic matter and soil health in their pasture. Very little erosion and water runoff now leave the property. This dedication to conservation and foresight to improve the land for the next generation is why the Gooding Soil and Water Conservation District have chosen Cannon Valley Ranch as our Conservation Farmers of the Year. So with Bruce and Leanne, please come up to receive the plaque.
Integral part of our operation today, we had talked about trying to make it sustainable for future generations, and we have our son Caleb very involved in the ranch, and actually he bought the place just north of us here about 7 years ago. We incorporated one operation, and he's the future of our animal enterprise. And then our other son, Aaron, is very involved. We have a meat direct-to-consumer meat business, and he's the marketing, arm behind that, as well as working with our Taste of the Ranch meats and kind of that consumer direct piece of it. So it's a great honor to have an operation that include both two of your sons and try to create a sustainable operation. I mentioned conservation and what we do there. We love to tell that story, and we view it as an integral part of the future. So, thank you much.
Thank you. We're going to get a picture with you, so don't take off. We'll get it after our meeting here. Just Ed, could you introduce the other board members that are here from Soil and Water, just so the public knows who all those faces are? Yes.
Yeah.
Used to yelling at cows and kids, so. Yeah. Okay, fellow supervisors, Don Schmidt. John Beck. Chris Hink. Mark Comstock here.
No.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, and then we're gonna move from that right to our 4-H update from our 4-H extension.
Good morning. Thank you for having us and welcome to the fairgrounds, as Darla said. We're very excited. This has been a great start to the fair. It wouldn't be a fair without a little bit of excitement. So I'm sure everybody saw that we did have a loose steer the other day. It is located and it has not been apprehended. It's still making its way around a little bit.
I'm pointing to the police there from Zimbrota. I don't know why they haven't found that steer.
Let me know how handcuffing a steer goes. How's that? And we also have a rogue baby goat that keeps getting out. It's so small it walks right through the sides of the pen. So if you locate a small baby goat in the wash racks or elsewhere, let us know. We have found it every time so far, but it's a cute one. And there was also rogue chickens yesterday, so we're really on a roll here. I do want to thank the Fair Board and the Friends of the Fair for their support over the last handful of years and for getting all of these new barns off the ground, especially over the next 2 days when it's going to be as hot as it's going to be. The animals really would have suffered in previous years in the old facilities, and with these new barns, the better airflow, slightly larger penning, is really going to make a difference for animal comfort. So I really want to thank everybody for their hard work on that once again. Quick updates on some preliminary numbers. We have 1,435 entries in our building this year. We've got 162 head of beef cattle here, 97 dairy cattle, 186 goats, 98 rabbits, 106 sheep, 141 swine, and a rough count of 148 pens of poultry. And so numbers stayed very steady from previous years. We're very excited to see that continual alignment of numbers, and really that does keep us very steady in our ranking of the size of the program statewide. Another really fun thing that's going on today at the fairgrounds, I'm sure many of you have noticed there's a group of kids in the tent behind here, all wearing blue shirts. That is part of our extension outreach program. Our other educator, Amanda Gephardt, works closely with Hispanic Outreach, and so they have brought the Hispanic Outreach youth out to the fair to experience it today and hopefully get them excited about continuing their involvement. Our farm family of the year this year, it is the Peterson family, and they are the turkey producers who run Ferndale. They are out in Garden Falls at Farm Fest today to accept their award formally, and so I would just like a quick round of applause for them here as well. We'll present a award and their plaque to them here locally at our next extension committee meeting, I believe. And behind me, I have 3 young ladies who are going to speak a little bit about one of their 4-H experiences. An opportunity that 4-H youth have is to apply for a program called the Bell Grant with the Minnesota State Fair. We are fortunate enough that we've had 2 young ladies who were recipients of the Bell Grant this year, as well as another young lady who is serving as a mentor in the program this year as well. So with that, I'm going to invite forward Hannah and Abby and Brooke.
So my name is Hannah Goodnick. In 2022, I received the Bell Grant from the Minnesota State Fair. It is a grant if it is your first year going to the state fair. It is a $500 grant that you get for going and experiencing it and all of that. So I got that back in 2022. And then to get back to the program, you can apply to be a mentor when you turn 16, I think. So I applied to be that, and I got it this year. So there's 15 kids in the state who get it. with their mentors. And as a mentor, you go and ask your mentee about if they have any questions or helping them with their first time going to the state fair and kind of just helping them with their project and making it go smoothly for their first time.
My name's Abby Dickey. I show beef, goats, and pigs. This year I got it in pigs, the Bell Grant, so you can get it with cattle, goats, sheep, and pigs, and I got it with pigs. And so this is my first year with pigs. My mentor has really helped me this year because I really wouldn't know much about pigs if I didn't have her. I'm really happy with this program. My name is Brooke Betcher, and I show goats. And my mentor has helped me a lot, just learning a little bit more about state fair and taking care of goats maybe a little bit better than I could have otherwise. But just having her just to help me, and she knows about goat stuff, and it's just fun to talk about someone in life. Just have fun with goats.
Thank you. I think that's an example of what 4-H is really all about. It's about leadership, and you got some kids that are stepping out to be leaders and to mentor the younger members, and that is totally what 4-H is about. And I commend this fair for focusing so much on the youth and the education part of it. I had a really good conversation this morning with the assistant to the Extension Department, Danny, about the judges and how well they take the time to educate the students and the kids when they're doing that judging. And we've had some phenomenal judges both in this static projects and in the animal projects. I commend them for finding those top judges that do take that time to educate as well as. It's all about putting them in order, but really the education piece is important. So thank you to Coach Park. We have a bunch of information for the board. I don't know if there's any questions on any of that. Not seeing any new or old business. Any committee reports? Review and approve the county claims.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Been moved and second, we approve the bills for the county. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. And Linda has something to say.
I do. I just wanted to circle back for a moment to the Soil and Water certificate and award. This was absolutely a beautiful story that was told, and whoever wrote this did an excellent job of writing it up. So I just want to congratulate all of you one more time, and certainly Soil and Water for writing up a very, very compelling story.
Thank you. Anyone else? Just for the public's information, today we got the first copy of our proposed county budget. We'll be combing through that over the next few months, working on ways to fund the county and fund the programs of the county. So, a little bit of information to read. Anything else to come before the board? Thanks again to the county fair members, board members for having us here. We appreciate it, and there's a lot of our staff around here today. Grab somebody and ask questions if you have them. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So
Second.
The move and second we adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed the same. Motion carries. Thank you all for being here.